Hi guys, looks like I got a TVZ to cast for you guys, and it's going to be between, let's see here, spawning as our Terran in the upper left hand corner. I don't know quite who he is, but he's a member of Dignitas. I give you Dignitas's AoWLuXus. AoWLuXus. I'm going to call him Orc. It says, wanna join sect? Oh boy. And in the lower right hand corner, spawning as our Zerg in the blue trunks. His name is AoWLuXus. LuXus. I'll just call him Luxus from now on. Now talking about the map for just a moment, it is Bel'Shir Vistage. And of course, we have the forward supply depot coming from Orc. Orc, yes, doing quite the, I want to say, safe-ish opener. And you know, I'm a little curious to see like just what kind of mid-game engagements are we going to see? Is it going to be something like Marine, Marauder, Medevac, Widowmine? You know what? We could call that the Quadra M. You know, the Quadra M play, or the MMMM play, which means Marine, Marauder, Medevac, Mine. Yes, those Widowmines quite strong, and I actually like this opener from LuXus. He's actually did a 14 gas, 13 pool. This is to basically help him defend against a Reaper opening, but unfortunately it's not working for him this game. It's not going to work in his favor this game because his opponent's actually going for command center first opening. And LuXus says, say hello to my 13 viewers, and Orc says hi to everyone on stream. He says hello back, I guess. Quite excited to see a pro on the ladder, of course. You know, I know that feeling. Can't really blame him for saying that. And we finally have a barracks going up, but it's not in a defensive position, so it's possible that we could see some Lings get in and do just a teeny bit of damage. I wouldn't bank on too much happening, though. Of course, the SCV count's rather high, and as long as they get a full surround on those Lings, that'll be good to go. Besides that, we got a forward supply depot going down now. Behind this, we do actually have a gas being made, so it seems like maybe we're either going to see a Reaper opening, or we're going to see a factory, a starport follow-up possibly. But I'm not the expert on this, so really you guys shouldn't consult me on this. I'm not a Masters League player. I can't look into it too deeply. I'm only high diamond. First Marine is actually out and on its way right here, so we already see that he's not gonna spend any gas on a Reaper, so maybe yes. And there's a second Marine queued up, so that means we're not going to see any Reapers at this stage of the game. No, it'd actually be a detriment for for Orc to make any at this stage. There we go. Factory is now going down, and I think we are probably going to see a starport follow-up. I do need to bring to everyone's attention, however, that this is actually quite the wide open natural, and the Lings have actually found a window of opportunity to slip in, and this is actually a little bit strange. We actually, dude, where's the metabolic boost? I don't get it. Oh, okay, it looks like it finished up just as I clicked on the Lings and I went back to the natural. I checked the production tab, nothing was ready. Oh, and the full wallop is up. But this is actually a little bit critical because we actually see that the reactor is in production right now, and these Lings might actually have a chance to get through into the main. Yeah, slowly but surely that bunker is going to fall. Yeah, there's no way to save it. And the Lings are now in the base. They're going to do a lot of economic damage here. There's already 2 Hellions in production, 3 Hellions queued up, and now it looks like, you know, this is just one mistake, but we can clearly see how it makes a difference in a game at this level. There we go. The Hellion is now out, and if we check the worker count, presently it's actually 9 to 21, 24, and we're going to see basically the worker count for LuXus is going to skyrocket in the near future. Yes, he's already got 3 bases, actually 2.5. One of them is in production right now. And, you know, just what kind of a follow-up are we going to see from Orc? Right now he's at 20 supply. And the damage that's been done to him is critical, and it's been free of charge. He's just going to use this orbital command to kind of help double up the number of SCVs that are coming out. And looks like he has no choice but to continue with a bio build. Starport, none in production. He had no time to get it out. And now the Hellions are going to try and come back here and do a little bit of damage. But behind this we see that a Roach Warren is in production for Luxus. So as long as we see enough Marauders going out and in production, we might just see DignitasOurk hold off against this. But he really has to become conscious and fully aware of just what his opponent is doing. And right now he has no vision of that Roach Warren, to the best of my knowledge. Let's go ahead and check this. No scan, not even so much as a single bit of Fog of War revealed in the main. He does see this third coming down. He's like, great, my opponent's this far ahead of me. Worker count is 20 to 36 behind all of this, and the income is so twisted in the favor of Zerg right now. Okay, we see all the Lings coming back here, trying to get us around, but it looks like, ooh, this Queen is going to fall without even a single Hellion kill. One of them does get taken down into red HP. And right now I feel this is a bit of a mistake from DignitasOurk. He really needs to move out and see that there's some roaches. He needs to assert his territory over here. Not assert, but really be assertive. He needs to do some damage. At this level of play, basically the only mistake we see anyone make, or basically at this level of play, the only thing that can cost somebody a game is mistakes. And right now, the only mistake I see is that Orc is not checking into what his opponent is doing. And if he could just see the roaches, that would speak volumes. There it is. He actually saw one just now. He lost a Hellion in the process, maybe two. I think two. No, just one. There's an Overlord just kind of hovering over here, and now he has a Starport in production. Stim is about to finish up. He's cranking out Marines 5 at a time, +1 missile attacks on the way for Zerg behind all of this, and we see him droning up while simultaneously trying to defend his third and his natural. There's 4 roaches here, but of course the Hellions will be able to run by if they so chose to. Checking the income now for both players. We actually have Work at about 30 something. Let's see. Yes, 30 to the 50 of his opponent. And I don't get why that just happened. I use my mouse wheel click, but not anything else. And anywho, Hellions coming in here. They're trying to see what they can do to get some economic damage done. But the problem is we just don't see Orc willing to be sacrificial enough with those Hellions to actually try and do some economic damage. And now we see Luxus doing nothing but cranking out roaches. Where are they rallied to? Right here. Glio Reconstitution is about 30 seconds away from finishing. Actually, yes, 30 seconds away. And it looks like this is opted to be some kind of a timing attack. We're going to wait for the +1 missile attacks to get close to finishing. And I think we're going to see... we're basically going to see Luxus move out when he has his Glio Reconstitution finished. Meanwhile, we do have a small Marine force right next to these medevacs over here. And the question is just what on earth is their aim? They're going to get a couple of Overlord kills. This could put Luxus into the more defensive position, if you will. Not entirely sure what AoW stands for, so that's why I dare not to pronounce it. But here we go. How's this engagement going to pan out? We got the Marines coming in up against the Roaches, and the Marines are getting slowly but surely pushed back. And in the words of Day 9, Roaches are stupid good against Marines. It's just that people typically don't use them because Marines just take a barracks to use, and the barracks is all you need to crank out. Boy! A barracks is all you need to crank out Marauders. Of course, you do have to attack on a tech lab, but behind this we do see that DignitasOurk is also following this up with a factory that has a tech lab on it, and he's not making any Marauders. That's what I find particularly dangerous about what he's doing right now. He also doesn't currently have any tanks out. Looks like the Marines here are just going to drop a little bit short, yes, a little bit into the main, just outside of creep, so let's see. And now we see that Luxus is just now catching on to that. The Roach Warren is about to be taken down. I don't think there's no transfuse in the world that could stop that from being taken down. And behind that we see a bunch of Marines and Marauders moving in here, but of course Roaches are stupid good against Marines, and we're gonna have to see basically DignitasOurk pull back. His opponent is supply blocked, but right now he's actually got a significant army lead over Orc. Behind this, we do see that Orc is tacking on more barracks. And is that a barracks down there? No, that is a factory. Finally see tanks getting produced en masse. And I think Lux, even though he's supply blocked and he's just lost his Roach Warren, you know, if he can just hold on here for the next few minutes, he might be good to go. He's got Hydras coming into the mix as well. Missile attacks, +2 missile attacks, about halfway finished. And he does have muscular augments, but he doesn't have grooved spines. Groove spines are actually quite critical. They increase the range, the attack range of Hydras. They make it longer than Marines. So that means rarely, just rarely, if we see Infestors thrown into the mix versus Marines, Hydra Infestor versus Marines is just stupid good. Speaking of Marines, they actually just moved over here to kill the Overlord and help DignitasOurk, excuse me, let DignitasOurk put his army into winning fashion. And now here we go, Hydra Roach Force kind of moving out, and it's going to be relatively uncontested. There we go. It seems that Orc has just now caught on to it. He's pulling all his Marines, all his SCVs, and there we go. The first two tanks fall within a matter of seconds of the Roaches and Marines, excuse me, Roaches and Hydras entering the base. And we kind of have a drop going down here. It's going to be dealt with quite easily, I think. And just, you know, Luxus, he's pushing DignitasOurk into a corner. And it looks like he might just slowly but surely be prevailing over the army of Orc. He just tried some kind of a run by at the main. It didn't quite work, and Orc's just microing his Marines, his Marauders, and his Medevac's back. This Medevac barely gets away, and it looks like if he's gonna, I don't know, if he's gonna be able to hold this. No, never mind. If he was gonna be able to hold that attack, I was going to say it might be a good idea for him to throw a drop into the main and the natural. Planetary Fortress coming back just as the Roaches and the Hydras are. And we just see, you know, DignitasOurk, he's just getting into a slowly but steadily worse position. He lost his natural. He's about to lose his third. I think we're going to see it catch on fire, but now it's just about out of range of the Hydras. It's burning down, and he's got about 20 long seconds to get an SCV on it and get some repairs going. One Marine versus one Hydra. That is a hero Marine, but it's not going to be able to save. It's not going to be able to save the day, unfortunately, as we do see Luxus pushing up into the natural and then eventually the main of DignitasOurk. There it is, GG from Orc. He's just like, you know what? I'm about mine dry. My income's in shambles. This guy's on 3 base. I'm about to die. GG. Alright, so if you guys liked what you saw there, go ahead and click on the subscribe button to my YouTube channel. This is Benjamin Breaker Novotny, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.